Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Now today I'm going to be talking about something that I've already covered on a PC version, but I'm going to be talking about the mobile app version because there are certain differences. I think this is a really good app. It's just the same as it is on the PC, but there are a couple of little things which I think make it stand out as a good app for those people who do a lot of video recording on their mobile phones, and or those who use a lot of social media on their mobile phones and want to create thumbnails or pictures that stay on their mobile phone so they can access it quickly and post and things like that without having to go to their laptop or whatever it might be. So I'm going to show you what it is here, and it's called Spark Post. Now if you remember a little bit while back, and I'll leave a description in the I'll link to the previous video in my description, but there was a video that I did a while ago about the Spark, the Adobe Spark program itself on the PC, and that's really good. I use it a lot, and I do often use it for a lot of my thumbnails, a lot of the pictures that I make, and I just found it to be really easy to use and really intuitive. The Spark Post mobile phone app is pretty similar, but it does have a few little bits and pieces which you might want to have a look at and might find helpful. So when you go into the app itself, you get, as you do with the main app itself on the PC, you get some options. You get some ones that have already been created, and some of them are premium, and you can have the premium, pay for that, and then you get all of the things that are accessible to that, all of the templates that are premium only. It also takes the branding off of the picture when you completed it, otherwise it will have Adobe Spark in the corner, which is fine. I mean, I use it and I keep it on there. I don't mind doing that. It's free to use, and I don't mind advertising a little bit from them, and there's no problem with that whatsoever. There are a couple of things which you can add which will make it look a little bit better in terms of difference to the main app, and I think that they actually make it's a bit easier to use on the mobile phone than it is on the main app, and I'll explain why in a second. So you've got the featured ones. These are the featured things that you can use. So if you're stuck for ideas, or if there's a particular look that you think you find here that you want to use, you can simply click on it and you can then adjust it and change it to however you want it to suit your content. You can go into the premium ones and say these are all the premium ones that you can use. There's animation, which I'm going to go on in a moment. These are animated ones which you can add to Instagram or TikTok or whoever it is, whatever social media platform you're using, which is really helpful, and hopefully we'll go into that in a moment if it works. Anyway, you've got Collage, which is a collection of pictures in one frame, and that's good if you have a lot of pictures that you want to put into one area. And you've got seasonal, so you've got things like Christmas ones will come out, summer ones at the moment, and Mother's Day and Father's Day ones coming out there as well. Lots of different categories that you can go through to choose a template that you can match to what your content is if you don't want to create one yourself. If you do want to create one yourself, then all you do is you press this blue dot at the bottom, and what it does is it gives you their free photos. Now this is fantastic. They've got thousands of free photos. Whatever it is that you want, they will, I would almost say 90% of the time, have a photo that matches it very closely. Now you can just have a solid color and choose the color that you want. If you want a solid color background, you can choose from your gallery, or you can choose from one of the free photos. And I've got one here, gradient, already put in here, but say I want to have fish. I have something with a fish in the background, so I do fish, and it gives me loads of options, loads of different types of fish that I could put into the background here. So all kinds of things that I can add in there. What should I add? Let me add this one, because this is quite a nice color to put something bright into the background. Now once you've done that, all you need to do is click add, and it will put it into the frame there for you. Now again, at the bottom here you have some options. You can have the original size, you can set it to a particular size for social media, so Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, YouTube thumbnail. Very handy, these, because they are the size that the particular social media platforms want, so you haven't got to go and find out what that dimension is. You can set it and it's done, and it's there, and it's fantastic. You can have the typical print size as well, and social profile pictures. So you've got event cover, YouTube channel art, Twitch banners, all kinds of things here. They really do go through the whole gambit of things that you can put in terms of what size you want. So I'm going to keep it as it is. I can do a custom size as well, so if it's a particular size that you want it to be, you can also make it a custom size as well. So now we're in here, there are a couple of things that we can do. once I know what size I want, I just do done, and then it gives me some other options here. Now branding is a premium feature, and what that means is that you can put your logo on whatever you're creating. And so if you have a particular brand logo that you like to use, you can add that, and then it will pop up on anything that you create, which is really handy. If you have a particular text you want to put in, you can double tap on it, and let's just say something basic like hello. Just say hello to that. Now I can drag this, I can make it bigger, I can turn it if I want to. It gives me the lines so I know what angles I'm using. So if I want it right in the middle, it will also tell me if I'm in the middle of the page, like that. So it's really good, really intuitive and easy to use. Now this particular font, I can change that. I can edit the font itself. I can duplicate it so I can create more than one if I want to repeat the word. I can change the color, and these two-tone palettes here are the word and the background. So if I pick this one, the black is the word and the background is blue. I can do this one to have it a lighter color, and it goes through lots of different shades and colors itself, so you can alter it to whatever you think it might be. And if there's one particular thing that you think, oh, I like the letters there, I like the background, I like the letters, but I want the background to be slightly different color. So what you can do is you can either swap them, so you can swap the two round like that, or you can go into the top button here and then you can change in the individual colors on that section. So if I want to make the blue a little bit darker, or maybe a little bit lighter, about there, I can do that, and then I can say done. And I can also change the font. So there are lots of fonts on here that you can choose, and you've even got some different language fonts in there as well. But if say I wanted to make it a different font, I can do that, and it will switch it automatically to whatever it is I want to use it to. So let me keep it at that. That sounds good. I can also change the shape. So this is the shape of the background, so I can make it a circle, I can make it a diamond shape, I can put it as a banner across there. This is the block where each word is blocked in by itself. I can just have nothing if I want to. I can have it reversed so the picture is in the words and the colour is on the outside. So many different options available here to you, and it's really good and quite intuitive to use as well. This is quite good, speech marks one, if you're trying to make a statement or say something like that. And then once I've got this, I can do a cancel on there. I can change the colours, as I said before, so I can change these different switches will change the colours of the whole thing. If you want to make it a little bit more different, a little bit more vibrant, as I said before, you can also alter those as well. And if you want to, once you're happy with that, you can leave it as it is. I can change the effect, as I said before, and just change how it looks like that. I can adjust the size, so I can make the letters bigger and smaller, but it's easier really to drag that. And or I can also align it. Opacity, I can change whether it's very faint or very dark. And spacing, so this gives me letter spacing, so I can stretch out the letters, or I can make the shape of the background bigger and smaller. So that's all quite good. I'll leave that as it is for now. I can also add things, so I can add more text if I want to. I can add another image, I can add an icon. So if for instance I've got here I want to add a fish icon, and I know I'm talking about fish, I'm probably hungry, that's the reason, but I've got loads of different fish icons here as well. So say I want to have just a basic fish icon, that little fellow looks quite nice. I can add him in as well, and I can put him, I can make him smaller, and I can change his colour, so I can have him as a quite standout colour. Let's have red, he can stand out over there in the corner. I can do that as well, so he can be, if I touch on this as well, say done for that, I can touch on this and just drag it down there, so he's kind of saying hello. I'm just making up as I go along, and then I'll just click down on that. And once you've done this, you can then, at this point, if you think you're going to change it, you can then resize it to a different style if you want to. So it's never too late. This next part is quite good, and that is called animation. So you can animate the words that appear on the screen. So if I tip the first one, it will say hello Chalabella, it comes like that. You can change it so it comes in a more subtle way like this. It depends of course on how you are, what font you're using and the background that you're using. This is quite a different font that's coming in there. I can have it fade in like this, I can have it fade in a different way like that. I can have it zoom in and fading at the same time. I can have the background zooming in, I can have the background panning, I can have it grayed, all different size. I can change the focus. loads of different options here that I can change in terms of the animation, and that is one of the more intuitive things on the phone app that you don't really get so much of on the PC app. You can do it, but on here it seems a bit more intuitive because it's part of the whole menu item, and it seems to work really well. And then once you've done that, you can say done, and you can download it to your phone. Now you can download it, if you've got animation, you can download it as a video, so you can add it to TikTok or your social media, or you can do it as an image. If you do it as an image, then obviously it will tell you if you want to try out the whole atmosphere itself. You don't have to do that. But if you're going to do it without the animation, you can choose how you want it to produce the picture. You can produce it as a transparency, so you just get the words and the icon, whatever you've added, and not the background if you want to put it on something else, or you can leave it as it is and just download it as it is, and they give you a selection of formats: JPEG, PNG, things like this. It really is a very powerful app, and I know there are lots of others out there that do similar things, but for me this is one of the best free ones that gives you a lot out of the box before you even have to subscribe to become a premium member. And Adobe is also very good at this sort of thing, and they really have outdone themselves with this app. I think it really is very good. And if you're doing YouTube thumbnails, or if you're doing social media posts where you need to use this type of technology, I think it's really good and it works really well. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found this guide, tutorial, review, whatever you might want to call it, I hope that you found it helpful. I hope that it added something more to what you've had in the previous video, and I hope to see you again very, very soon. Remember, if you like the content and you like the videos, please remember to subscribe and to click on the bell icon so that you'll be reminded whenever I make a new video. Also, like the video and share it to your friends if you think that they would benefit from this video as well. Thank you very much for joining me. Until next time, goodbye.